Hey y'all. Hey y'all. I am literally having an attitude right now. For some reason, YouTube is not letting me monetize my video, and I don't know why. Like, I was just talking to Janice, and she said that she's having the same problem. So I'm trying to, refresh it and see if it's going to let me monetize it once I go live or whatever, because I need my coin, okay? As much as I love talking to y'all and whatnot, I still need my coin, okay? So I don't know why they're not letting me monetize or what. I don't like this. I don't like this at all, y'all. Mm-mm. But hey, I don't know. I'm gonna let y'all come in here. I'm gonna see if it's a threshold of when they'll let me monetize it and stuff like that. But they really not. They really playing games, and they didn't say anything like they changed the format or anything like that. So I don't know what that's about. But how are y'all doing? We're gonna get into Married at First Sight. I feel like we haven't really gotten to Married at First Sight like we need to. So we're gonna go ahead and get that out the way. Um Another blogger had the same issue today. Yeah. So YouTubers are having the same problems. I'm so sorry. I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, what's happening? What is YouTube doing? So I was sitting here contemplating, like, should I even go live or should I wait until they fix this so I could get my coin or whatever the case may be? So I'm thinking at this point we might just have to rock it out and hopefully they monetize it later and I could get my little coin off of it. And y'all know, Married at First Sight, Ready to Love. These my money makers. You know, all my other little videos don't do too well. I'm gonna say. So I'm feeling some type of way. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna hold you, but I'm definitely feeling some type of way. Whatever bug they got, whatever they trying to fix, they need to go ahead and do it. Get it fixed and get it done. And I want all my revenue from all the views while we on this stream, because baby, y'all supposed to be getting an ad when y'all answer the building. So in the meantime, in between time, please make sure you like the video on your way in, okay, so we can get more people over to the channel, we can get more people into the chat. Let's do all that good stuff. And I'm gonna periodically keep checking whether or not they're gonna let me monetize my video. Because this is ghetto. Very ghetto. But y'all, let's get into Married at First Sight. Married at First Sight, season 15, episode 14. I absolutely love this episode. If we take out Lindy and Miguel, okay, let's just take them out. Overall, this was a solid episode. We saw love, we saw happiness, we saw fun, we saw sex, we saw a little bit of everything, and I was here for all of it. I am going to say that Stassi and Nate so far are becoming my very favorite couple of all the couples. I don't know how it happened. I don't know when it happened. I don't know if it's because the freak in them is coming out or whatever the case may be, but I'm actually here for all of it, okay? So, hey, I hate y'all walking into the room. Make sure you're liking the video on your way in. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel. Show your girl some love. I'm gonna be more consistent. I know I fell off this like last couple of weeks, but I was sick and I wasn't feeling well, and I had a lot of things just dealing with. So I'm pulling this back together, and we won't be back up here. Okay, so be prepared to be sick of me. Okay, to be sick of me. All right. So anyway, let's get into it. Stassi and Nate are out. Okay, first of all, they come home. They done went and bought all types of feathers and vibrating panties and paddles and all types of stuff. They freaky. They freaky. Okay, she's a very freaky girl. Don't bring her to mama. Y'all know I couldn't. You know I had to. Take it to the hood with it real quick. Okay. But anyway, Miguel bought Lindy a prom dress. Okay, because he told her that since she didn't have a prom and she didn't get a chance to dance, they're gonna throw her prom at the retreat. So everybody's getting ready, everybody's happy. And I'm like, let's get into it. Oh, thank you. Thank you, my little wine curls. Well, flexi rise, okay? Anyway, so Kristen is in the car talking to Mitch, and she literally gonna apologize to him for what she said, because she could have said it in a better way. No, you said it the way it needed to be said. But once again, Kristen, I'm gonna hold my tongue. I'm gonna bite my tongue, because it may have worked what you did by saying what you said to this man, but something's telling me that this is a for now thing and not a long-term thing. But we won't rock with it nonetheless, okay? He says that he felt like he was being attacked. And I was like, of course he felt like he was being attacked, because like I said before, she always be bending over backwards for him. So he didn't see it coming. But now that she told him how she feels and everything like that, we going to get somewhere. What I wanted them to do was pick up this episode exactly where they left off last episode, which was with them talking to the experts. Y'all didn't think that that was weird that we didn't get to hear, Pastor Cal say anything, Dr. Pepper, Divine, like none of them got to intervene in that situation. We didn't see how like they left, like nothing. It was like we got left dangling and then they just picked up going to a retreat. I felt like that was strange. Okay. And I felt like that was very weird. Okay. Y'all make sure y'all liking the video. Right. They didn't do anything. They didn't give us no feedback and then they just picked up them getting ready. Everybody happy, everything's good. And I'm like, so what happened? Y'all not gonna tell us nothing, okay? But overall, Mitch decides that he's going to take the responsibility for all the things that he said because although he did have that conversation with the sister, he felt as though he should have said it to her first. But I feel like he's had plenty of occasions where he said it to her first. The first day he met her, he's like, I can't wait to see you out them shoes and out that hair and out the makeup because I'd rather want to see you really, prefer you without all that stuff or whatever. He's told her that plenty of times, so I don't understand why she was upset, okay? But he took full responsibility for it, and I'm proud of him for at least doing that one. Okay. But she still wants to be clear that she wants someone who's going to be happy to be with her. She wants someone that's going to be happy to, see her and light up when she come in, they face light up and it's all good. So like, I'm going to apologize for how I said it, but I'm not apologizing for what I said. And that's a good thing, okay? Because sometimes we could be a little too harsh with our words when we're in our feelings. But for me, I feel like it was very necessary for her to say it the way she said it because he wasn't going to get it no other way. Mitch is one of those guys where you have to be very straight, very direct, very firm, and very assured in what you are saying, or he's not going to get it because he will overlook your emotions in a heartbeat for his own. Okay. So, they all going, Lindsay, So, when they all get to the house is beautiful. Okay. It is a beautiful house. They all pulling up. Okay. Everybody's walking in. Now, one thing I did notice that every time Stassi and Nate enter a room, it's like a show. It's like they show them entering like it's an entrance for them. Okay. Now, when Stassi and Nate walked in, you could tell that Justin and Alexis don't see it for them like that because they was looking at her, especially Alexis was looking at, Nate and Stassi very nasty. Like, I'm like, what's that about? What's the vibe? Because I'm definitely picking up a vibe, right? So Alexis said to Nate, when Nate was to give her a hug, like, one of those side hugs, like she was like, don't hug me, give me a pound. And I had to rewind it back again and make sure that's what she said. She told him, don't hug me, give me a pound. And I was like, oh, they don't like each other. Stassi and Nate don't, Justin and Alexis don't like Stassi and Nate, and I think it's vice versa too, because Nate and Stassi will be going in on them, okay? Every chance they get, they really be going in, and I am like here for it, and I can appreciate it, okay? Alexis knows Nate doesn't like her. It is obvious. It's for sure obvious. She was like, give me a pound. Give me a pound. But I don't know what it is. I mean, I guess we know what it is, right? It's just like we already know that Alexis talks too freaking much. We already know that, she's playing games, she's be lying, she knows all this other stuff. Because even on the preview for next episode, Nate said, like, she's a liar. I don't trust her. Because, Justin said he felt like he was being played. And I'm glad that Justin is now starting to see with a clear mind, because I think sex sometimes opened up your eyes to things that you was blinded by. So he's starting to really see what's going on. And we're going to get into that when we get into that, okay? So while everybody's getting dressed for the prom, I love Lindy's dress. I love the sparkly, the nice fit, the back out, the hit the floor. I love all that. She looks absolutely beautiful. Alexis, I like Alexis' dress. I like the hair wrap. It was cute. Okay. I did not like the bra underneath Kristen's dress. I did not like that. I felt like it was just distracting. It was a pretty dress, nice, clean, simple. But for some reason, underneath that bra, that black bra just sticking out was like, girl, we couldn't get no tape, but we couldn't find ways to make this work. Braless, strapless. I mean, anything, but that bra was distracting. Okay. Mitch tells Kristen while she's getting dressed, like, oh, even though Lindsay's going to be the prom queen, you're my queen. I said, not daggone Mitch trying to step his game up so he don't lose his wife after she done had a breakdown on him again. Okay, see, like the first time he didn't get it, so I guess the second time he got it. Okay, because he's definitely acting different, real different, real different. Okay, so Alexis asked Justin to help her put on her shoe. Okay, now I was sitting here like, oh, child, come on, Justin, get the shoe together, because he was literally trying to get that little shoe together. She was like, you having a hard time? It's like how you couldn't take off my bra. I said, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, no one said that you need too much. She's like, he was like, I would have took that to the grave. Exactly, because why are you talking about the fact that he couldn't take your bra off? But it's the joke inside the laugh for me, okay? It was the ha 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 ha. I'm such a strong, independent woman. I don't need a man for nothing, not even to take off my bra. I'm like, every chance she gets, she takes it to belittle him. That was unnecessary and all uncalled for. Like, what do you mean? I don't need a man for nothing, not even to take off my bra. You could tell that whatever they when they had that sexual encounter, okay, something is not right with this sexual encounter, because she said that he don't have no stamina, okay, as if he can't last long. Now I'm trying to blur the lines in. Like, did he not last long and y'all did it a few times, or did he not last long and y'all and it just didn't last long? But for me, he said it was all night long, all night. Okay, so we like, y'all had sex, ew. Ew. And you could just tell that Alexis didn't really feel no type of way about it, but she did say in her confession that she felt like it was a good thing that they had sex and they got it out the way, because now they could just go ahead and be themselves, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, not necessarily be yourself, because you want to sit there and tell the whole world that he can't take off a bra, and how you such an independent woman, you don't need a man for nothing, not even to take off your bra. But what about for the peen? She wants to be dominated in the bed. And poor Alexis, because I feel like every woman deserves to be dominated in the bed, okay? That's what I mean. There are some who like to dominate, but baby, ain't nothing like being dominated, okay? So I can understand where her frustration will come from, but I think that that's a conversation that she needs to have with Justin. Once again, I keep trying to tell y'all, Alexis be lying and she leaves out things. She's really making this man believe that the sex was good, and he definitely, and it's not. Like, the way she talks about it, even when she talks to him and all these other things, you would think that, the sex was good, right? But then she tells Stassi and them different things. She tells us different things in the confessional. She literally is not honest with him. It's just like that whole thing with, I love him, but I'm not in love with him, and he running around thinking she's in love with him. Okay? She's been doing this the whole time, and I don't like it, because, like, be honest with this man. If you're not getting pleasure, if you're not satisfied, then you need to go ahead and say that, so that we can work on figuring out how we going to pleasure you and get you satisfied. So for that, I'm just like, I don't see it for her. It's the dishonesty for me, because he really be thinking that it's good, and for her, I don't think it's good. Okay. So Lindsay asked Miguel, can she take a picture of him? Okay. So y'all, this is the most foolish-ish ever, okay? Lindsay asked Miguel to take a picture of her because, she's in her dress. She's feeling good. She's looking good. She wants a picture. Miguel says that, he's like, all right, I'll take the picture. But in the process of taking the picture, he's not doing it right. Again, he's playing around, taking selfies. She's like, no, not a selfie, like a real picture. She's like, come on, Miguel, you're making me mad. Okay, now for me, I see it as a joke. I think that it was a joking matter. Like, she's like, come on, you making me mad. Like, just take the picture. Now, whether or not you can be frustrated in a joking way, where it's like, it's not that serious, but it's serious. Like, come on, stop playing and take the picture. But I'm not really mad. Okay, only reason I'm gonna be mad is if you don't take the picture. Okay, so I don't understand, because he's just like, oh, you need to watch your tone, and you need to, you're doing too much, and you're not gonna talk to me like that, and it was just a too much. Okay, so I recorded it because I want y'all to hear it again, so we can be very clear on the fact that it wasn't that serious, and I don't think she meant any harm by saying that, stop playing it, you're making me mad. So let me play it for y'all real quick, and y'all tell me how you hear it. Okay, can you
picture of me looking out this window. Don't do a selfie because you have to get the good bit. Babe, come on, not a selfie. You're making me mad. Why? Because I want the good quality ones. No, come on. Alright. Thank you. But I don't appreciate that tone, I'll tell you that. I was kidding.
So you hear it, even and he was like, when he did it, and she was like, "Oh, thank you." She didn't really mean no harm by that. Like, come on, Miguel. I don't appreciate that tone. Miguel, go sit down because you're doing too much. Now, I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to tell y'all now that I'm flip flopping with Miguel, and I'm flip flopping with what's this girl name? Lindy, with who's right and who's wrong in every situation. Okay. In this situation right here, she was not wrong for just saying, stop playing, like take the picture. Okay. He literally took it too far. She was too loud for you. You think she was loud? I think she was just one thing I noticed throughout this whole thing is that this is bigger than the arguments that they have. Okay. Miguel does not like Lindy's personality. Okay, it has nothing to do with whether or not she said take a picture. She didn't like it. He does not like her personality in general. Okay, because we saw Lindy get real aggressive with Miguel, especially when she was telling him about that insurance. Get the insurance. You don't care about me. What if I get hit by a car? Okay, that was yelling. That was intense. That was a lot. Okay, so if he is not this is the simple fact that her personality is way too much for him. Okay, the fact that she's emotionally unstable, she goes up and down, she doesn't have a middle ground. Lindy is either over dramatic or under dramatic. Like she literally has no middle ground, and he does not know how to navigate or tolerate her. Okay, and I'm going to get more into it because I know that relationship dynamic very, 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 very well. Okay. So anyway, Lindy's child is an extra. He probably reached his breaking point, and I totally believe it. I totally believe that he doesn't like her personality. This has nothing to do with pictures. This has nothing to do with anything. He literally does not like her. Okay, because we all are flawed and we all have things about us that people don't like, and I think that in this instance, he does not like her personality, who she is, how she behaves, her bubbliness, her over emotionalness, her extraness, all that stuff. He doesn't like it. Okay. So when they get to the prom, everybody comes in. Everything is so cute. It's cute. Stassi and Nate once again get a grand entrance. I'm like, everybody just got a little walk-in, whatever. They get a grand entrance. Like they was the prom king and queen. Okay. Lindsay comes in. Everything looks good. They talk about how they want to, do everything that's supposed to happen on prom night. We're going to spike the drinks. We're going to take some pictures. We gonna dance, and we might have sex later because y'all know that's what they say you're supposed to do on prom night. Now I don't know if y'all had sex on y'all prom night or not, or whatever the case may be, but that's what they said you're supposed to do. Mm-hmm. That's what the high schoolers on TV be doing. And I be thinking to myself out loud sometimes, like, oh, child, I hope my daughter don't be. No, Lord Jesus, no. Okay, do not be like your mama. Child, please don't be like your mama. Please don't. I don't need my daughter to be like me, because you just be thinking about all the things that you did as a child when you're younger age, and you're just like, please don't turn out like me. Please don't. So Miguel was actually, yeah, I agree. In that situation, Miguel was wrong. Miguel was also wrong for bringing this up at the prom. I feel like he was trying to ruin her prom. Like he was just doing too much. Okay, he's telling her like, what I took from the conversation is that he was upset at the fact that, she was saying that she wasn't mad when she was mad. Okay. He's like, I need her to be transparent, and I need her to really say how she feels. If she was really upset at that moment, then she should have told me she was upset instead of like, I'm not upset. But I feel like two things can be right. She could have been agitated but joking at the same time, because we all have those moments where things are like funny but not funny. Like, come on, take the picture. It's like, all right, it's like this, right? We all taking a picture, and I'm like, y'all, come on, get it together so we can take a picture. And everybody's like, ha 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 ha, and I'm like, no, for real, get it together so we can take a picture, like family picture, right? And then someone's always doing something, like, come on, like y'all play too much, but you not really about to be upset. You just gonna be a little agitated in the moment. And once the picture is done, everybody goes on with their life. Okay, Miguel doesn't feel like two things could be true. He really feels like she was upset, mad, and angry about the fact that he was playing while she was trying to get this picture. He wants her to know that he's not her professional photographer. Child, we know you're not nobody's professional photographer. But my thing is, Miguel, why would you buy her your dress, set up a prom date, and then be aggravated when she asks you to take a picture? The girl ain't never had a prom. She's in a nice gown that you bought her to go to the prom that you set up for her. And because she asked you for a picture, you want to catch an attitude because now you don't want to get the right angles. Just get the right angles so we could go ahead to prom. Okay? I feel good. I got on a dress. I got my makeup done. My hair is lit. I'm about to have a prom I ain't never had. My husband set this up for me. And you want to be like, I'm not your professional photographer? See, that's what I mean. This what I mean by he was doing way too much. And then on top of that, you want to carry this into the actual prom while we sitting here slow dancing. You know I ain't never slow danced in my life besides the day we got married or whatever. Now you want to bring up this conversation again because you don't feel like I was being transparent with how I felt when I actually didn't really feel no type of way. Yeah, I felt some type of way, but it wasn't no way. It was a quick way, and now I'm over it because you took the picture and we came to prom. I feel like he could have let that situation go. But Miguel had negative energy from the beginning, okay? I don't know what he was going through personally, but you could just tell that whatever it is, he's over it, okay? Completely over it, okay? So she's like, well, I'm sorry, and I can't say sorry anymore. And I'm just like, just get over it. Like, I don't understand. He's just really upset. He just wants her to say, I was mad. It's like he just wants her to say I was mad. I'm just like, Miguel, go home. Like, she could have had this prom without you, bro, because you came in, you brought all this negative energy. Like, how dare you? It's like, it's her prom. Y'all did this for her. It's my birthday. I do what I want. It's my birthday. I cry if I want. It's my birthday. I have an attitude if I want. It's her prom. She can do what she want, okay? If she wants you to take a picture, take the freaking picture and let it go. But no, now he want to ruin the slow dance for her. Just doing too much. And I don't like that about him because I felt like it was like on purpose a little bit. Like he was low-key jealous. It wasn't all about him after he done set it up to be all about her. Like, child, go ahead. He need to go ahead, okay? So then they start playing this game, okay, where they start giving out most likely to succeed. Well, most likely, and then they have different titles, okay? So they go with the life of the party. Now, Alexis is the life of the party, but Alexis get her daggone speech, and she's talking about something. I can't party no more. My husband said I can't go out, so I'm gonna have to retire that title. Mitch was like, Alexis, it's too soon. And I'm like, exactly. Alexis, no one asked you for your input. That's what I mean. Why you talk too much. Like, why did you go up there and be like, my husband said I can't party no more? Girl, go sit down. Just go sit down, okay? So then they got best dancer. Now Nate comes up there and he got best dancer. He got his little sparkly shoes, which by the way, I really like. Okay, doing his little Michael Jackson heel toe action. And I was like, okay, Nate, I see you. Kristen felt like she should have won best dancer because she said she was out on the dance floor getting down with the get down, okay? And she don't understand how she didn't get it because she definitely voted for herself. I said, not you voting for yourself and then telling everybody, okay, Kristen, that's what she do. All right, y'all, make sure y'all like this video, hit that like button and subscribe. I'm literally checking right now to see if they let me monetize my video. They are not, so you're more than welcome to donate to the channel if you would like to, okay? But we're going to move on, okay? You got Cash App, you got Super Chats and all that good stuff. I'm just letting y'all know in the head, okay? So anyway, then we get the biggest drama queen. And y'all know Lindsay is the biggest drama queen. But what's her name? Alexis was trying to soften it up, like, don't take it offensively. Don't be offended by how she's saying, like, you know, it just means that you're a drama queen. It just means that you're a lot of drama. Okay, which I don't know if she's a lot of drama. I just think she's just super extra. Okay, Nate kept it real about Alexis and his special guest. Yes, trust me, when we get there, baby, we going in. Okay, so then they give most emotional, and most emotional was Justin. Is anyone surprised? Is anyone surprised? But before they can even say Justin, Nate yelled out, Justin. I said, child, they don't like them. It's obvious. They don't like them, okay? So then Justin, Nate was like, what he say to him? He said, congratulations, you big baby. Congratulations. I said, oh, shoot. Child, they need to cut it out because this could go wrong really bad with the side comments. It's the side comments for me, okay? So then they give Mitch most likely to save the planet. Like, who else was going to get that? Nobody but a Mitch, okay? And then he also got class clown. I say exactly because Mitch be out here Mitching the most, okay? So then they got biggest gossiper. So I was like, ooh, child, it's about to be good. Alexis, of course, got biggest gossiper. And they was like, because you ruined Ben and Morgan's marriage. You caused their divorce. I said, oh, shoot. So then Nate and Stassia was in a confessional ripping her to shreds, okay? They was like, well, she ruined the marriage. It's true. Nate was like, she be telling people's business. She's a snitch. She talked too much. I said, why is they tearing her apart in this damn confessional? Like, they was going ham on her. She's a snitch. She ruined marriages. What she should have done was, I said, child. They was pissed off with Alexis and they was not even trying to hide it. They was just like, you ruined their marriage. And I told y'all, remember when I made my video and I was like, I blame this all on Alexis? Yep, it's all Alexis' fault. It's all Alexis' fault that Ben and Morgan got divorced. I don't care what nobody say. And I'm glad that Stassia and Nate understood that it was her fault too, okay? Nate cracks me up with his confession to tell, like, yes, he does not play. He tells everything exactly how it is. Shots fired, okay? Fired, fire. Pow, 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 pow. Okay? So y'all heard my little pow at the end. It was cute, right? Pow. So then, child, as if that wasn't enough, they got most likely to stay married. Okay, so most likely to stay married was Morgan and Lindy and Miguel. And I was like, child, y'all don't know. It should have been Stassia and Nate. Stassia and Nate. Stassia and Nate. Not Morgan, not Megan, not Miguel and Lindy, because they child, no. Just no, okay? So then they go most likely to have the most divorces. Why was that? Who came up with that one? Kristen said, it's me, and I voted for myself. It's me, and I voted for myself. I said, hold up, Kristen. Wait, talk about. Everybody was like, Kristen, what? Kristen. I was cracking up because, like, how could you just go out there and be like, it's me and I voted for myself. I voted for myself to be the most divorced. Like it was a child. Kristen was so funny. Stassia said to Kristen, he was to Mitch, you better straighten up. I said he better because Kristen already said she wanted a divorce. Kristen, you think she was drunk? Was Kristen drunk? She had to be drunk because there's no way that girl was yelling, it's me, and I voted for myself. Like, could you imagine you the girl who put most likely to be divorced and you go, it's me. I'm the one. Child, I was cracking up. Kristen and Alexis came up with that together. Child, but why did they come up with that? Who picked that? Like, out of all the things, I could understand y'all want to talk about who's going to be the class clown, who's the best dressed, all that good stuff. But why did y'all say most divorced? Like, did Kristen want to tell Mitch that she wanted a divorce? Like, what? Who came up with that? Because I just need to know. Okay. So Mitch was like, I feel like Kristen's taking a page out of my playbook. I said, child, I guess you starting to bring out a different side of Kristen, because I totally believe that sometimes when you in a marriage and you see something about your spouse that you don't like, you sometimes start to do it back to them so they can get a feel for it, right? So I remember, like, earlier in me and my husband's relationship, my husband would say little things to me, and I would be like so emotional about it. So then I just started flipping it and just doing the same thing to him. And then when I realized that it didn't offend him, it just made me realize maybe I shouldn't be offended too. So I think that in this case, she's starting to realize that she got to dish what he gives, and if he's not feeling no type of way, then it's not personal. If that makes sense. I don't know if that made sense, but I think it made sense. Y'all let me know, okay? Make sure you like the video. Make sure you like the video, okay? Because if he would feel some type of way about it, then he would be like, I ain't like that shit. Like, well, now you know how I feel. But that was the intention. But once I realized that my husband didn't feel no type of way about it, then I realized that he didn't mean no harm by it. You know what I mean? Because he literally used to talk to me like a bro. And I used to be like, don't talk to me like that. Like, I'm not your friend. Like, I'm your woman. I'm your girlfriend. Talk to me like a girl. And then when I started being like extra aggressive with him, like, what's up, yo? And I realized that it wasn't that big of a deal. It just fades away. The problem like just goes away on its own because now I'm not so hyper focused and attentive to like it being a thing. Okay. So anyway, um they all so then of course Lindy and gets prom queen and Miguel gets king because of course he by default he's her husband. All right, so he goes up there, gives his little speech or whatever, and then they do their little dance. Okay, my thing is Lindy ain't never had a prom in her life and all this other stuff. I wanted to see her let loose. Why y'all didn't let this girl start twerking? Okay, why y'all didn't let her do? I don't want to see no slow dance. Okay, I want to back it up. I want to drop it. I want to do all that stuff that the church told me I couldn't. Okay, I want to spin around. I want to bust a split. I want to pop it up and down. I want to do all that stuff that the church told me I couldn't. If I'm going to let loose, baby, I am letting loose. Put on. It's time for the twerkulator. I'm gonna stick with my mom gave me. Like, I want all that, okay? Put on my Megan Thee Stallion, put on my Cardi B. I'm trying to get as ratchet as possible, okay? But I guess the slow dance was enough for her. And then after that, I wouldn't even want to slow dance with him. Like, not even, okay? They start taking all their little prom pictures. Everything is cute, okay? They need to work on their ratchet poses or whatever, but it's cute. It's cute. It was a nice vibe outside of Miguel trying to ruin prom for Lindy. Okay. Trying to ruin prom for Lindy. Okay. So then Miguel and Lindy, everybody goes back to their rooms, right? So Miguel and Lindy is in a room bringing up this conversation again, and just in a nick of time, while they talking about this daggone picture gate, okay? Here comes Nate and Stasia. Knock, knock. Who's there? We brought you guys a gift. They literally brought them a sex swing, y'all. And I cannot because they put the sex swing on the door, right? They freaky. Stassi and Nate, they be having some wild things going on in their bedroom, baby. Okay, if you into that type of stuff, like watching, they would be a sight to watch. Okay, if that's what you into, like they probably could do an OnlyFans with the type of stuff that they be have going on. Like they brought out swing. So I'm sitting here looking at the swing, whatever. So they gets in the swing because they want to make sure that it's sturdy enough. Okay. So then, she finally gets in the swing and now everything's good. They playing. I'm sitting here like, I wonder if the swing could hold me. I'm a little curious. I wonder how much pounds can it hold? Well, it doesn't matter, or it doesn't matter of how sturdy the door is, okay? Because I don't know about my room door. I don't know if it's sturdy enough to hold, we'll see. We'll see. I'll let you guys know. Was it fun? You used the swing before? Let me know how it was, okay? Because I'm here for all the shenanigans, okay? I'm here for all the sexcapades and all of that good stuff, okay? I feel like healthy sex with someone that you trust is it's perfect. I don't know why people, and the thing was, a lot of people was kind of outraged about it. Like, this is too much. Why would they do all of that? And I'm like, it's a show about marriage, and sex is part of marriage. So I don't understand why people be anywhere confused when it comes to people talking about sex. It's a healthy thing to do in a marriage. I mean, some things we may not need to know, but I don't know why anyone would be so surprised at them bringing out a sex swing and some vibrating panties as if we didn't see it on the Housewives of Atlanta when Candy had all of them walking around and daggone vibrating panties and stuff like that. Like, let's be grown. Everything ain't meant to be offensive. It was funny. It was funny to me, okay? And I enjoyed it, okay? I enjoyed it, all right? It was better than that, it was better than watching them actually try to partake in it because that was uncomfortable. When they was in that room and they had the all that, licking on the stuff, that was a lot. That was a lot. They was doing a lot in that scene, okay? But for the actual use of the swing and stuff, I was here for that, okay? So Justin takes Alexis to taste for some wine tasting the next day, okay? And Alexis is like, everyone's saying, yes, you're smiling, like you're glowing. And he's like, really? I feel like I've always been smiling, always been, like this. She was like, it's that I just got some booty glow. And Justin is really like, girl, ain't that serious. So this is how I felt about the conversation that they was having. They was having this conversation, and Alexis basically wanted him to say, like, sex with you so amazing. Okay. Like she wanted him to be like, you the best I ever had. Okay. Like she wanted him to be like, sprung over her. And Justin's like, I mean, yeah, it was good. It was cool. Like it was sex, And I think that now that he's had the sex, he's seeing the full picture. And part of this full picture is that Alexis is full of BS. Okay? Alexis is full of BS because not one time did she tell him that the sex was good. Not one time did she say that I'm glowing. Not one time did she say it's all amazing, it's all great. No, she tried to really make it seem like now that they had sex, that his whole life has changed. My whole life has changed. Since you came in, I knew right then you were that special one. That's what she wanted. Like she really wanted him to like go into this trance, and it didn't happen, which is why she was sitting there looking so surprised and so shocked that he wasn't like falling all over her and everything like that. But why do you even care, girl? Because at the last time I checked, you wasn't even here for the sex, and you ain't really like it like that. But okay, I digress. Okay. So, she got something. It's not giving amazing. It's giving very. Now, I will say this: if I just had sex with a man who's been celibate for a long time, I will be in my feelings if he is not ramping and raving about how good this Kit Kat is. I'm just saying, like you've been holding out for all this time. You're supposed to be excited, okay? You're supposed to be waking up making me breakfast, okay? You're supposed to be rubbing my feet right now. You're supposed to be making me feel amazing. After I done threw that thing, never mind. Okay, anyway, so so Kristen and Mitch go to do an archery. Oh, so Justice told Alexis that he was like, remember that thing we was talking about? He said, I feel he told her that he's worried about her quitting. Now I think that now that sexual tension is gone, he really can start to see Alexis for who she is. And baby, he don't like it. He don't like it. He can see those little games that she's playing. He can see those, all that manipulative, all that stuff that she doing. That's what I thought. LL, she was mad. Right. Okay. So, I think that now that sexual energy is out the way, he can see now. Like I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Like yeah, it's a lot happening. Okay. So Kristen and Mitch now decide that they're going to go to the archery. Okay. So they go out there and they're going to write down the things that they want to like be done with and not bring up again and be over. So Kristen writes the word attractive because that's the buzzword for them. I say it's the buzzword for y'all because y'all the one that told everybody that he wasn't attracted to you. So don't be like, it's the buzzword. Girl, you made it the buzzword. But anyway, she feels like now that he clarified how he feel about her and that he is attracted to her, they could go ahead and bury it. I said for now. Until he start telling your sister again that he wants you to wear less makeup, child. Y'all know I'm not giving in on Mitch. I know he really behaved himself this episode, but baby, I'm not even going to slip up and try to give him the benefit of the doubt until we all the way at the end. Okay? So, they, archery, that word. So then after that, we go into, he picks up Poolgate. Because he doesn't want to talk about the pool situation anymore where he felt attacked and all these other things. And she's like, well, honestly, I feel like that was a good thing. Because, like, look how we are now. Like, me being able to express that to you, maybe I could have said it different, but I really feel like it's a different thing. Like, why would you want to bury that when that's what made us how we are? That's what got us where we are now. And I'm like, you could just tell that their communication, they really see two totally different things. He sees it as a negative thing, a really bad thing. Like, she called him out. She put him on the spot. She blindsided him and all these other things. And although she may have gotten the response or the reaction she wanted, he still feels some type of way about it. And she sees it as like, I'm glad that it happened. It's the best thing that could have happened because now we're stronger and better than ever. A part of me, and I'm gonna be real, y'all don't have to believe me and y'all don't have to go with me, but hear me out for a second. A part of me feels like Mitch is one of those conniving guys where he feels like once you play me and embarrass me, I'm gonna get you back. And I feel like he's gonna get her back. And he's going to do the same thing she did to him at Poolgate, but on a bigger way. I feel like he has ulterior motive. I feel like he's not gonna let that slide. Like something about it feels like, oh, you thought you got one? Oh, I got you, but I'm gonna play it better. Yeah. Like I'm gonna do all the things that you want, and then I'm gonna throw it in your face, and I'm gonna blindside the F out of you the same way you blindside the F out of me. Something about Mitch gives me those vibes, y'all. And I've been trying to like not say it like that because I want to like, hope maybe that's not what's happening. And I don't want to put that out there, but I'm definitely getting those vibes. So I don't know. Just how I feel, okay? So anyway, they go ahead and they archery the daggone what's it called? Poolgate. You like Mitch? Okay. I mean, something about Mitch I can't get with. I can't get with something about Mitch. Like, I appreciate dry humor and stuff like that, but it's something about that man that rubs me wrong. Okay. So I like Mitch truly. You think he wants to be truly married? Okay, if you say so. If you say so, I ain't gonna fight you. I am not gonna fight you. So Miguel takes Lindsay on a horse wait, what did I write? Oh yeah, so they feel like they closer together. So now Miguel takes Lindy on a horse and carriage ride. Okay, she never been on a horse and carriage ride, so he thought this would be cute for her. They get in there, they riding, they talking. Okay, so Miguel decides that he wants to do his poetry slam jam at this time. Okay, he decides that he's about to recite one of his poems that he wrote. Okay, for her, and he gonna add a little beat to it, and he gonna put it in. He gonna say what he gotta say, and he just starts going in. And he's rapping, okay? And Lindy's like, oh, look at that bird. Oh, look at that. Oh, no, go ahead. Finish rapping. Oh, wait, no, stop. Look at that. Okay, no. Go ahead. What you were saying? Oh, you got one for me? Okay, cool. Oh, do you see that? Oh, okay. It's like she literally was interrupting the crap out of him. Now, this time, I am on Miguel's side because, baby, I would have been aggravated too. Okay, because I don't know if Miguel probably should not have chosen the time while they was doing the horse and carriage ride to sip his poetry out. But I felt like in his mind somewhere he thought that it was, romantic. Like, I'm going to recite my poetry to her while we're driving in a horse and carriage in the beautiful scenery around us. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a day she'll never forget. That's what I was thinking was going to happen, right? But she just kept interrupting him and cutting her off and everything. I'm just like, yo, Lindy, chill, son. Like, we get that the rap is whack, but you ain't gotta let him know it's whack. It's like she literally was not listening to not one word this man was saying. She was like, oh, look at the rabbit. Oh, look at this. I'm just like, yo, son, he literally going off right now. Like, he literally spitting. He's spitting bar for bar. And she just kept cutting him off. I said, child, maybe he should have put a little tone in his voice and grab her attention because she was not paying none whatsoever. Now, I would have been aggravated as if I was daggone Miguel. So I'm not even mad at him for being upset because I would have shut down too. And I'd be like, I don't want to talk to you no more. Because even after that, even when they got back to the seat, okay, they sat down, they started talking. While he's telling her how he felt, she goes, oh, look at the people with the iPhones. I said, that daggone Lindy. Nah. No, I'd have been like, I don't want to talk no more. Ain't got nothing to say. No, that's what he said. He's like, I'm not gonna talk to you anymore because every time I say something, it's like you're cutting me off. You're like running around, but I can't help it, and I don't understand. Like, I can't talk about the scenery. I can't talk about things that's around me. I can't point out things that's around me. Lady, shut up, because no one said that. You definitely could talk about the scenery. You definitely could talk about things that surround you, but not in the middle of why somebody else is talking. And then you're cutting them off to talk about something that has nothing to do with what they're talking about. That's like us sitting here talking about Married at First Sight, and then someone just jumps in and starts talking about Ready to Love. It's like, baby, we're not even talking about that. You're not even listening. We're not even on the same show right now. Like, girl, relax. Okay. I did not like how she got up and she flipped it and made it seem like he was wrong when he was definitely wrong. The part that gets me is like, she's like, I can't, she starts crying. And I'm saying to him, and I'm really thinking to myself, I think she needs some type of medicine. Which brings me back to why she was fighting for that insurance. I feel like she needs to disclose her health situations with her husband so that he can better understand why she is the way she is, in my opinion. Okay. Now, I'm not diagnosing that girl with anything, but something is clearly not connecting for her. Okay. And because something is clearly not connecting, that's okay if that's what's happening. But baby, you need to tell him, this is what I'm dealing with. And I don't know if you'll be able to handle it or not, but I'm dealing with this, and I can't help that sometimes I go off topic. I can't help that sometimes I can't focus. I can't help. So then Miguel can say, oh, okay, it's not intentionally. They come back and he's basically telling her, like, I never, she was like, I never had nobody complain about that before, so I don't know. He was like, and you never had a husband to stick around either. I said, ouch. Ouch, Miguel. Like, whoa. Whoa. You ain't have to hit her like that. You ain't got to come that hard on her. Like, now you ain't never have a husband that stayed around either. Sheesh. Miguel said, oh, I got time today. You ain't want to listen to me before. Oh, I'm going to make you listen now. Lindy said, she got up, walked away crying, and I'm not gonna hold you, because if somebody would have said that to me, especially my husband, I would have got up and walked away too crying. Because my feelings would have been hurt. So Miguel's like, don't cry, come back, let's just talk about it. So he was like, yeah, so I know it's just a communication, breakdown that we're having. We're trying to, like, these blowouts. You think this is a blowout? Yes, I mean, you just got up crying, so it's my fault? I was like, what's wrong with her? Then she in a confession like, I can't take it anymore. So he doesn't know what a blow up is. I can show him a blow up. I can show him better. He doesn't even know. I said, give her medicine. Please give this girl something. Y'all, Miguel, is she on the insurance plan? Can we get her to a doctor? Like, something's missing. Something in this girl brain is missing, okay? So Miguel literally is dealing with behavior of some sort, okay? And he's not aware of what this behavior is. I don't even think she's aware of what this behavior is, okay? And if she is, she needs to disclose that to that man so that he can have a better understanding of who he married. Because this baby is too much for anyone to handle. Because, like, it was a blowout. You did just get up crying. Like, it's my fault? I said, she's crazy. She's crazy. Although Miguel was right in this situation, you definitely could tell that something in her brain is not connecting. Yeah, she needs to be on something. I don't know. It's a lot of back and forth with this, okay? So, okay, so back at the house, all the other couples, the girls are in the kitchen cooking, the guys are outside talking, and they're like, where's Lindy and Miguel? Like, we don't know what's going on with them, blah, 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 blah. Lindy and Miguel is outside fighting, okay? They're tussling right now. You don't worry about them. They'll be back, okay? So the girls asked Alexis how shit, Sasha said, Justin told me that y'all had sex. Justin don't know how to shut up. Between him and Alexis, they don't care. They tell everybody everything, okay? So she was like, oh, yeah. So Kristen was like, I just want to be, like, excited, but first I want to ask, like, so how do you feel? Okay. So Alexis was like, I mean, you know how like the first time you have sex with someone is just awkward. It's just awkward. Okay. But she in a confessional talking about he don't have no stamina and whatnot. So I'm like, who lying? Who lying? Who is lying? Justin said y'all was all night long, all night, all night. And then she said he ain't got no stamina. I don't want no 1 minute man. Take me off. Show me what you want. Cause I don't want no 1 minute man. Which one is it? Is we 1 minute over here or is we all night long here? What we doing? Y'all let me know. Do y'all think we went all night or do you think we was like 1 minute over here? Okay. Always trying to play Justin out. Disgusting. Okay. I don't know. But a part of me, can I just say it? A part of me feel like Alexis be lying because ain't no way Justin will come out his mouth and say it was all night long, knowing how his wife talk. That man know that every chance she get to open her mouth, she gonna tell the business. So I don't feel like he will lie about something that didn't happen if it didn't happen. That's my logic to it. That's my logic to it. Justin knows Alexis can't hold water. The same way she sat up there and said he couldn't take off the bra is the same way I don't think he would lie about them having sex all night long. And which is why she would think that, he should be glowing and feeling so on a natural high because she finally gave him some. Just my opinion, just my thought. Okay. She tries her best to make him feel bad. That's exactly what it is. Okay. All right, y'all, we're going to take a quick second intermission because I want to see if they're going to let me monetize my video, okay? In the meantime, in between time, go ahead, like this video, okay? If you are watching from the bushes, go ahead and drop me some yellow hearts and let me know you are here, okay? I don't know that, y'all. They still not letting me monetize. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. If you want to support the channel, you're more than welcome. The Cash App is there. And the super stickers and all that good stuff is available. Because I don't know if they're going to let me. I think it's just an issue with the studio. So hopefully they fix it and fix it soon. Okay. So anyway, I think she was saying that because he said he wasn't giving his all in a relationship. So you think that she was just trying to be petty? That's what I'm saying. I can see that. I can see her just trying to be petty. Because then she turns around and she asks this, this hypothetical question. If you were with somebody in the past and you was having, and the sex wasn't good, would you stay? And I'm just sitting here like, see, this is the things that I mean by Alexis don't know when not to say something. Because even with you not trying to say something, you are still saying something, okay? Because if you bring up hypothetically after someone asks you how was the sex, how would you say with somebody who had bad sex? It's given that you basically want to say that his sex was bad. Like, stop playing these little kid games with us. So basically, they like, I mean, I don't know about that. Okay, they get into these vibrators and this, that, and the other. Lindy, Kristen got about 3. Okay, we know Sassy a little freaky stuff. They got all the toys over there in their house. Okay, but she said that she stayed with men who had whack sex before, so this would be like, so she doesn't really see it as a problem, according to Alexis. As long as he is satisfied or he's being pleased, then she's fine. I don't like it. Now that I don't like. Because I don't think any woman should ever not be getting pleased and satisfied when it comes to sex, okay? Because if one thing is for sure, a man's going to get his, okay? So if he's going to get his, I definitely need to get mine, okay? All right, let me see what Janice said, y'all. Oh, so I guess it's a YouTube thing. A lot of people monetizations isn't working. You all told me that, but it seems like a YouTube thing. Monetization is not working. Child, they better fix it and fix it fast, okay? I'm gonna have to go ahead and put this on private when we finish, okay? So I can get my money. It's all about profits for them. Okay. So anyway, Alexis don't damn, it seems everyone is paid Alexis accurately. That's what is, I mean, because one thing about people characteristics is that once someone can see you for who you truly are, it's hard for us to not see the same thing. Because it's one thing about situations. When we come to situations and we talk about how a specific instance, like for one, we could say Miguel was wrong or Lindy was wrong, right? But when you talk about them as a person, you know that even if Lindy was right, she still have crazy. You can't be wrong. The same thing about Alexis. Alexis is a liar. Okay, she literally will have Justin walking around believing something that is not true. Okay, so I don't put anything past her when it comes to what she says out her mouth. I really feel like she'll say anything to make him feel like this is great. She's going to play him. She's going to play him. And she fooled me in the beginning because remember, I was like, oh my God, I loved him. Oh my God, she really loved him. Literally, next episode, bam, she's a liar. Okay. So, and now the same thing's happening to Justin. Justin has finally opened his eyes to the games that she is playing. And this is why he said that he feels like she's going to run because now he can see that she's not all the way in. It's clear as day. Okay. So Kristen's still holding out sex from Mitch. Maybe that's why Mitch acting right so he could get some. This is probably why he acting right so he could get some. He like, I need some more of that, okay? The sex with her so amazing. So they asked Kristen if she would say yes or no on decision day. Kristen says that she would say the wife of her wants to say yes, but the woman in her wants to say no. And I'm like, well, go with what the woman say because before anything, you are a woman. Before you are a mom, before you are a wife, you are a woman. And if the woman inside of you is saying no, then that's what you go with. Because if you're going to lose yourself to becoming somebody's wife, that's not, that we can't do that. So as a wife, if the woman says no, let it go. Okay. That's the best advice I could give you. Before anything, you are a woman and you put yourself first so that you could be available to be a great wife. You could be available to be a great mom. Okay. So don't put her second to no. Okay. So anyway, Saskia goes and put on her vibrating pin. Hold up. Let me go back because when Miguel came back to the guys, he told them, they said, he told the guys that he had an argument, right? So he was like, Nate was like, do you need to borrow my swing? Now, first, I was like, y'all borrowing sex swings? That's nasty. Do you spray them down? Like, how you do it? You clean it up? Like, what, you wash it off? I don't know. But anyway, Justin said, is it made for like people 6'8"? How does swing thing work? Is it made for people 6'8"? So I was like, Justin, what? So then Nate was like, Justin, the swing is more so for the girl. Justin was trying to get in the swing. Justin wanted to get in the swing, y'all, and he just wanted to know, can it hold the 6'8" type of dude? I'm just saying, I said, Justin, no. Now I'm starting to believe Alexis. Because no, it's not meant for you, bro. It's not meant for you. I mean, you can partake in swing activities, but you can't actually get in the, I mean, you can, but I don't think you should. Because what you're trying to do, you can't really do from the swing. I'm just saying, okay? Leave Mitch alone. I think Mitch is in love. Child, we'll see. I ain't gonna fight with you. Come holla at me after decision day. Then we can tussle. We gonna have to let it play out. Holla at me after decision day, and I'm gonna either tell you was right or I'm gonna tell you I was right. Okay. So Monique comes back. Who the heck is Monique? That is Miguel. Child, what was I writing? Okay, so yeah, I just talked about that. So now she's understood. Lindy's talking in video. He wants to take it. Okay, so Stacia puts on her vibrating panties because she wants to wear them during dinner. And I was like, okay, cool. Let's her put on her little vibrating panties. This is gonna be fun. I think all the women need some vibrating panties. It'll just loosen up, the table. We can have a good old time, a nice fun, and an excellent night, But anyway, Lindy is outside and she wants to take a video. She's taking video of the scenery and everything. So she was literally about to ask Miguel, but then she thought about it. And she was like, Sam, can you take a video of me walking across this thing, right? So Miguel was like, I said, "Oh, she petty, child." Now y'all can say that she was not trying to be petty, but that girl was trying to be petty because I felt it. Okay, because that's just like me, right? If I ask my husband to do something, he don't want it, and he say he know, or he catch a fit about it, I ain't gonna ask him no more. I'm gonna purposely do it and let him see me doing it so he can feel some type of way, because that's what I feel that she did. Okay, so after she did all that, he was like, you could have asked me to take the picture. I mean, you could ask me, like, I ain't not gonna ever not want to take a picture. I don't know how you feel, Miguel, because I don't want to interrupt your piece. I want you to be in a good mood before we go into dinner. I don't want to, bother you, because the last time I was like, "Ooh, Lindy, no, girl." See, you can say what you want, okay? You can say what you want, but a part of me really feel like she was being petty. Y'all don't think Lindy was being petty, because that's some petty-ish to do. And we had a fight about you not wanting to take a picture, and then I purposely not asked you to take a picture, and I asked the person behind you to take the picture. It's being petty, okay? But she lucky she got Miguel, because my husband was like, "I'm glad you found somebody, because I wouldn't want to take that little stupid picture anyway." And your hair messed up. That's what he would have told me. Okay, because like I told y'all, we would be petty together. But Miguel was like, "You can ask me to take a picture. It's not that serious." She was like, "No, because the last time I didn't feel like da. Okay, so I feel like she's playing with him. Okay. The whole time they sitting there arguing, I'm looking at her on this edge. I'm like, "Girl, please don't fall off that edge," because she's doing all the tilting and everything. And she's like, "No, Miguel." They went to go walk away. Everything seemed to be okay. Like, we understand. Okay, next time I can ask you to take a picture. She asked Miguel for a hug. Miguel was like, "No," and she was like, "Like, I just don't understand. I'm trying, Miguel. I'm trying, okay?" So then she starts doing this whole crying thing situation, and she wants to catch an attitude. Blah, 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 blah. My thing is, Miguel keeps saying that he wants her to really tell him how he feels, but I really think she don't understand how she feels to tell you, okay? When she went into the bathroom, she said, "I feel like you're trying to find anything to nitpick with me. Like, what she say? She says, she says, like, you're finding any reason to leave me," because she does have tendencies of being inconsiderate. She does have tendencies of not knowing how to read the room. So she would assume that he is great until she tells him. Something in her brain is literally not not connecting. And I'm not even saying that to be funny. I really think she needs some medicine, because she literally just said that I have tendencies of being inconsiderate. I have tendencies of not being able to read the room. And I think that you want to leave me for it. Miguel is literally defeated when it comes to Lindy, okay? And it has everything to do with he does not know how to handle her. We sat there and watched this girl go through 15 different emotions. She went from being sarcastic, being petty, to being, trying to be serious and honest, to almost exploding, to having a nervous breakdown, to being over emotionally. Like, it's just too much. She is emotionally unstable. And I really feel like Miguel don't know how to handle it, okay? Because he even goes into the room. Now, even if he does know, it feels like he can't. He don't know how to handle it. He's like, this is something that's going to take years. So even if he does know that she has an issue, he realizes that this is not something that he could just work on and be done with. When I think about it like this, I feel like I used to be that girl. And I talk about when I'm in that instance of emotion wise, right? I am hyper emotional. Okay. I am very emotional. This is why sometimes when I go into rants and I talk about stuff, y'all be like, "Chloe, calm down. It's not that serious." I'm like, I really don't care. It's just the moment for me. Okay. It's really just the moment. And this is why I'm so animated. But I am overly emotional. I literally used to have no middle. It's either all or nothing. You get over the top, Chloe, or you get basically nothing from Chloe. And how I treat you and how I behave depends on how you treat me and behave towards me. Okay. So when I am ecstatic, when I am happy, when I am in a good mood, baby, we on cloud 100. But when I'm not, I am like literally down in the dump. Okay. I'm starting now, as I'm getting older, to understand my emotions a lot better and being able to control them a lot better. But that takes time, right? So when you think about how she's behaving, her problem is that it doesn't seem as if she wants to learn how to control her emotions. Instead, she just wants him to accept the emotion. You can't tell him that he needs to accept you being inconsiderate. You can't tell him that he needs to accept you not being able to read the room. What you need to do is work on how are you going to start being more considerate? How are you going to be in better control of your feelings and emotions so that you are not emotionally draining everyone around you? Miguel, although he may be wrong in some of these instances, he is emotionally drained and defeated. He does not even know what to do with it half the time, which is why he goes from trying to say what he wants to say in a stern way so she can understand, but then calling her right afterwards. Because he's like, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but I need you to understand. And for her, it's like, you just have to accept me being crazy. And it's like, no, I don't want to accept you being crazy. I want you to take your medicine and help moderate some of that daggone crazy. So I get it. She's overly emotionally. She's over dramatic. She's over intense. She's so intense. But she is a grown adult woman who has to learn at some point how to handle those emotions. And that's what the problem is with Lindy. And instead of her wanting to address them, she just feels like he has to accept it. And this relationship will not work because of that. And no relationship will work because of that. Because no one in their right mind is going to literally just put up with that. Right. She's proud of the outburst. She's proud. Like, you want to see me flip? I could flip. I just want to be free. I want to be over the top. I want to be crazy for you. I want you to see it. And it's like, girl, what? Like, girl, what? That's not cute. That's not, and I understand it because that used to be me, that girl that was just too much. And I had to literally find a place where it's like, girl, you can't be like this. You need to learn how to regulate your emotions and stop being so dramatic and stop crying over everything and stop being so defensive, because that's a real thing. So she needs to get it together quick, fast, or she's not going to be able to have a successful relationship with anyone. Because at this point, it's not about whether her and Miguel are compatible or whether her and Miguel are a good couple, because they could perfectly be great for each other. But because she doesn't know how to regulate her emotions, he's frustrated and emotionally drained because of it. And even when he tries to come up out of it, it's like I'm already frustrated. It's too much for me. I don't know what to do. Which is why he put up with the you got to think about the pattern when it comes to Miguel and Lindy. Remember in the beginning, Lindy was doing a lot, okay? She was making him put her in on insurance. She cursed at him. She was having a tone at him. And he was literally sitting there taking it. You got to remember when she was telling him, I would get hit by a car. What you going to do? My husband doesn't love me. And she was taking him through that guilt trip. And then when she's selling the couch, like, how you going to keep writing down chances in your book? And he was just taking it and he was talking. Now he's getting to that point where it's like a build up. Bam, I'm done. And instead of her working on trying to fix some of these things as problems, she says, you either take my crazy or leave it. And then be like, he don't want me no more. He's going to leave when I get crazy. Girl, he's been trying to deal with your crazy for the longest. It's just too much of it. Okay? But anyway, y'all, make sure, right, Monique, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you are new here, subscribe to the channel, okay? If you are watching from the bushes, leave me some yellow hearts and let me know you are here. If you have nothing to say, leave me some yellow hearts and let me know you are here watching, enjoying the content, okay? Now let's keep going. So he goes in, so after she talks about how she felt neglected by him not wanting to give her a hug and all this other stuff, and I'm just like, girl, you'll be all right. You'll be all right, because that used to be me. It's like it's not about the hug. Because now you felt neglected because he didn't want to give you a hug. He told you he didn't feel connected, and that's understandable. But a part of me says, just give a hug, like that's your wife. So I get both instances, but as we're going to really sit here and be arguing about now you don't want to go to dinner, you don't want to do this, and you don't want to do that. Like, I'm emotionally drained from watching it. So I know at one point Miguel was like, I said, yeah, I felt you, bro. I felt you, okay? So Sasha tells Nate that Justin and Alexis had sex. I don't know. Sasha and Nate, I promise you, if they ever get a spinoff, if they make it long enough to get a spinoff, I will watch it. They are hilarious, okay? Between the way that they talk to each other, the sescapades, the just growing together, like the shade that they throw, all the little things about them as a couple, the good, the bad, and then in between. I really, really, really like them. Hey, Cliff, I feel like if they had a reality TV show, it would be so interesting and entertaining. Okay. So anyway, she told them that she told just Nate that Justin and Alexis had sex, and he was like, they had sex, like they really did it. So she was like, yeah, and you know, she said that as long as he happy, that's all that matters. He was like, oh wow, interesting. I was like, oh wow, interesting. And he was like, well, I guess. I'm like, child, that is no place to be. I'm not gonna be in nobody's marriage where I ain't being pleased or satisfied sexually. I don't care what nobody got to say. Okay. So meanwhile, Sashi, so as they sit down, they start talking. Kristen is in the middle of conversation. Here go Mitch, give me a kiss. I said, ain't that cute? That was so cute. I can't hold you. Mitch was doing his thing this episode, y'all, and I'm not gonna let it focus on the episode. Mitch did a good job this episode, okay? He was like, give me a kiss. And she gave him a kiss, and they was just all happy. Meanwhile, Stassia is going through it because y'all know she got the vibrating panties on. So the thing is just dinging it down there. First of all, now y'all gonna tell me ain't nobody hear that thing? Because that thing was loud. Through the whole conversation, through everything, you literally can hear the it's like your phone vibrating on the table. You hear it. We hear it. We not crazy. At one moment, she was even like, oh. I said, child, this is hilarious, okay? They was like, do you have on vibrating panties? She got up and ran out. She was like, you didn't stop it. I'm trying to tell you to stop it. He's like, I didn't know how. She was like, oh my God. I was like, it was so cute. It was so funny. I enjoyed it. I was definitely here for it. It gave a nice release from after watching Lindy and Miguel take us through a roller coaster of emotions for no reason. Okay, I really enjoyed seeing Stassi and Nate just break that tension. Okay, but Kristen said that she was here for that. Okay, Alexis said that she was here for that too. And I'm like, why y'all didn't get all the couples some vibrating panties? And we could have made this a thing. I mean, we don't need the details of the thing, but it's a cute little clip would have been like, okay, cool, next, move on. You know what I mean? We ain't got to go into details, but it was cute. I enjoyed it. Okay, so Milan, you burning something? Oh, okay. Child, something smell like it's burning in this house. Oh, okay. Okay. So make sure y'all like the video. Please like the video, y'all. Okay, so everyone, so they go, so now it's the next morning, and everyone is deciding that they're gonna. Oh no, it's still the same night. So Miguel decides that he's going to apologize to Lindy for about how he handled himself and how he can be a lot more sensitive to her, this, that, and the other. She accepts his apology. Meanwhile, everyone's looking for Kristen. Kristen comes out dressed like Mitch. Now I was through. Okay, when I say she had the ball cap on with the cap, she had the ball cap like the stocking cap. Then she had the cap on. She had the shirt on, from Shirtgate, and she was up there and she was like, "Is that plastic on this table? Everyone's conspiring against me." And like it was hilarious. She said, "Come on, babe, you gotta tell me if I'm doing too much." And not Nate, and Mitch loved it, y'all. When I tell y'all, I was on the floor. When I tell you this episode made me feel good outside of Lindy and Miguel, it made me feel good. It was like a sigh of relief. It was just like finally couples acting like couples. You know what I mean? Where it wasn't like too much. Like, of course, everything's not going to be perfect, but the laughter, the fun part, the exciting, like the naturalism of it all, I loved it. Okay. So when she was acting like Nate and like Mitch, and he was literally just laughing at it, he was like, I love to see this side of her. And you could tell that he could take a good joke. That's what I mean. Like some people probably would have been offended by that, but he didn't. So I'm here that now we can actually see a side of Kristen that matches the side of Mitch. You know how we always go like, why would they pair them together? Why did they do this? When you start to really see how some of these people interact with each other outside of the problems or outside of the miscommunications, and you really get to see their personalities start to mesh a little bit better, you really can see that Mitch and Kristen would not be a bad couple. They wouldn't be a bad couple because I feel like they really can match each other. And I feel like she could bring out a side of him and he could bring out a side of her. It's just going to take time, okay? But the compromise has to be there. And she can't be a doormat to him, okay? He has to learn how to compromise, and she can't be a doormat. And I think they could be okay, okay? Okay. Now, So it's the next day, and everybody decide that they're going to go play dodgeball. Lindy want to split up the people because she want the guys on the team because we need some masculine energy to make it a fair thing. Okay, they're going to split up couples because we don't want couple. We want to make it interesting to split up the couples. So they go picking people, but before they go out there, Mitch says marriage is like dodgeball. You can either run or not deal with it. You can either run and not deal with it, or you can stay your ground and catch the ball. And I really thought that was cute. Like, you can run from it and like not deal with your issues, but if you stay in your ground, just like Kristen did, stay in your ground. Okay, catch the ball and throw it at him. Okay, and see what he did? He caught it. He acting right now. Okay, he acting right now. So something's working. So one thing I did notice that when they was picking teams, nobody wanted Justin and Alexis. Justin and Alexis was sitting on the they was sitting there like nobody wanted them. And I was like, I would have picked Alexis because Alexis is an athlete. Okay, I'd have picked her, but I understand why they ain't want to pick Justin. I'm just saying. I understand why they ain't want to pick Justin. Okay. So they get on the teams and everybody's playing. Everybody's having a good old time. Miguel's wrong. Miguel is wrong because Miguel wants Lindy to cheer him on. Lindy's cheering for Nate because Nate's on her team. And he said, who team is you on? She's like, his. Like, what are you talking about? I'm on his team. That's why I'm cheering him on. Oh, so you could have been he wants her to be a cheerleader. He wants her to give him words of affirmation. He wants her to like root for him. No, baby, this is a competition. We are playing a game. She's like, Miguel, don't be like that. This is a game. Miguel, stop acting like that. This is a game. Here go Miguel. A little bit of words of affirmation would have been okay. You could have cheered me on a little bit. No, she couldn't have. No, she couldn't have. Miguel, Miguel is over it. When I say Miguel literally, I think has checked out. He has checked out. Remember, he said that once he gets to this point where he's done, he's done. He's at that point where he's about to tell her he want a divorce, and that's it. And it's the negative energy is all over him. He even said it that the energy is negative, and I don't think he wants to shake it, to be honest with you, but because that was so unnecessary. I don't even know what else to say about it because it was like, it was something so unnecessary. But like I said, it's a build up, a ball up of all type of emotions and everything that's happening. And them two right now are at a crossroads. And now we're going to be in a cycle between them two of the going back and forth of it all because he's already checking out. She wants him to accept being crazy. She's trying to control the crazy. Like, I don't know what they want to do at this point, but they're not going to make it. I don't see it happening. Okay. So most likely to stay married, not Lindy and Miguel. No. Let's give that title to Stassi and Nate. We're going to move it on to them. We're going to give them the trophy. We're going to accept the award on their behalf, and that's just that on that, okay? So after they all go sit down, she feels like Lindy says that she feels like she can't be herself. And she feels like she can't be herself. And basically what I wrote down was basically what I just told y'all before. It's not that she can't be herself, it's that she doesn't want to improve herself. She doesn't want to improve certain parts of herself that makes it tolerable for other people. Just because someone is loud does not make it right for them to be loud all the time, right? Just because someone talks in an aggressive tone does not mean that it's okay for you to talk to me in an aggressive tone because that's how you talk. You need to learn how to moderate yourself to make it appropriate for other people. If it's something that's moderate, like, you can change, right? I'm not saying go dumb yourself down or anything like that, but what I'm saying is she has to learn how to control those emotions. She's doing way too much for no reason all the time. That's an issue, okay? So I could understand where she's coming from, and I understand where he's coming from, but until they both figure this thing out, they're not going to be happy. And honestly, I think Miguel is already done. Because when she was sitting there crying, like she don't feel like she could be herself. Nate was looking like, I don't want nothing to do with this. He just looked like he was out of it. But I really hope that I just can't see it working unless Lindsay really does some work. She has to do some work in order for this to work. Because if not, it's not going to work. Okay. But overall, that was the episode, y'all. I enjoyed this episode outside of Lindy and Miguel taking me on a whirlwind every couple of scenes. Overall, between like the prom and the impersonations and the sex swings and the vibrating panties and all that good stuff, I enjoyed it. It was a laugh. It was a feel good episode outside of some of the, the messiness, but that always has to come. And it gave us something to talk about where it wasn't so intense all the time, okay? And we wasn't ranting and raving like normally. So I appreciate this episode. Let me see what y'all got going on. Did y'all like the video already? Did y'all like the video already? Did y'all subscribe already? Miguel was pissing me off. Miguel's checked out. Miguel is checked out. And I don't think it has anything to do with him pissing you. That last scene, he pissed me off. But that's because he don't give a F. Honestly, it's because he don't give. He's literally at the point where he doesn't know what to do. Lindy has to learn how to control her emotions. She has to. Okay? But that's all I got for y'all when it comes to Married at First Sight. I'm gonna see if they fix this monetization. No, they didn't. Okay, so good, great. Okay, cool, bet. I'm gonna jump up off of here and I'm gonna come back later around like 6. I think I said it for 6 for Ready to Love. We're gonna talk about Ready to Love. Tomorrow, we're gonna do our Married at First Sight live where we talk about the episodes, we do subscriber call-ins, all that good stuff, and then we're gonna do our Ready to Love live and do all that same stuff that we did for Married at First Sight for Ready to Love tomorrow. And then I'll talk to you guys later. All right. Bye. Don't forget, like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. And come back after the video uploads and comment so that, the algorithm can still pick up the video. Okay, I'm out of here, y'all. I'm out of here. Bye. And if you're catching the replay, drop me some yellow hearts. Let me know you stopped by.